Right now in the United States, there are 2.4 million students who have a learning disability. I am one of those students. I believe you can do anything you set your mind to. Learning disabilities are groups of various disorders that have a negative impact on learning. They may affect one's ability to speak, listen, think, read, write, spell, or communicate. That's the dictionary's definition. I was tested and diagnosed at the end of second grade. They put me in resource room, in other words, special classes. Let me tell you how it feels to have a learning disability. No one really ever asks you what's wrong. All they do is talk about you behind your back. Fellow students, teachers, and parents all assume you're not smart. My disability is in reading, and when you struggle to read the words, it is very hard to comprehend what you have to read. I really wish people would have tried to understand, because little did they know, I actually tested with above average IQ. I felt retarded. I thought there was no hope. Spent countless hours coming home and crying to my mom and dad, asking why I couldn't be like all the other kids. I was taken out of the classroom for an hour every day. It didn't help most of the time, and teachers didn't even work with me because they had to work with other kids that really had behavioral issues. So by the time I reached 7th grade, my parents pulled me out of the resource room. In junior high, they offered a study skills class. My parents chose to put me in that class. They told my parents and I that it was a bad idea to take me out of special classes, and that I'd probably fail, and that it was okay for me to fail. But my parents chose to stick with their decision and pull me out because I really did not have any success in the class for the past 5 years. I remember the first quiz I had in 7th grade. I failed. I called my mom and told her I didn't feel good and I wanted to come home. She came to the school and got me and asked me, "Is it because you failed your first quiz?" I said yes. Tears streamed down my face. I told her, "I'm not going to fail. I'm going to prove all these people wrong." Now I'm a senior in high school. I made it. I spent countless hours studying harder than what most people have to study. And the crazy thing is, I've never failed a class. I still have a learning disability, but it's all about how you're going to make it work. I have learned how to cope with my reading disability. Yes, I can read, but it takes me a little longer than what most people. My future plans now include college, which I have never thought would be an option, but due to hard work on my part, that is a dream that I can now fulfill. I wish the school system would come up with a better way to educate children with special needs. It is bad enough to feel like you're different because you don't learn the same way as other students. But it makes it worse when they pull you out of class and associate you from all the other students. People need to know classifying a student as special is wrong, and it's discrimination. And once you are classified with that label, people just give up on you. I'm very fortunate that I have parents that would never allow that to happen. My mother has fought my battles to keep me on track and not allow the school to give up on me. I hope no one ever has to go through what I had to. And if they do, I hope they never quit and always keep trying no matter how hard it gets.